All right, folks, this is the video for stocks we'll be watching tomorrow, which is, Friday the 13th. We better be careful tomorrow. The SPY's holding up really nicely. Again, pretty narrow ranges on the daily candles. Couple of highlights from today. APLD, just a classic bounce play. If you watched the video last night, I said I really like this clean stair-step pullback. You can see what it did today. If you're wondering what the entry was, if you weren't in chat or you're not a member or something, there's the early high, which was 1242. And if you look to the left, yesterday's high was just 1247. And the previous day's high can act as another potential catalyst, right? So I love this over 1242. We were never underwater, and it went to 1309. I sold probably my biggest chunk over 13. So really proud of that trade. And it's kind of a textbook bounce play. And I'll show it to you. It looks good on 15s too. So there's the big rip to 1542 the other day. And then each consecutive day, it never broke its early high, right? Until today right there. I love that trade. One of my favorite setups is a clean bounce play setup. And then call of the day, Sahil gave ARAI. Let me go to 5-minute candles. It's a recent high flyer because it had this day, right? And then it had the quiet inside day. And then Sahil noticed that it topped out right over the whole number 9. 905. His idea was back through 9. I reiterated that call. Somebody said I stole it from him. I said, no, I got it from him. I just wanted to make sure everybody saw it. And through 9, it went pretty quickly to 1090 and never underwater on that entry either. So a couple nice ones. There was certainly, Kevin was all over the oil and gas plays, HUSA and INDO. But in the interest of time, because I have things to do, let's talk about what we're watching tomorrow. ARAI, I'm going to put on watch just because of the nice pops it's had lately. BMGL, it had this crazy move and then it's just kind of going sideways. What put it on my radar, 5-minute candles, this big pop intraday. And that just kind of reminded me, hey, that thing may have another leg in it one of these days. So it goes on watch. ALT, I'm going to rip through the rest of these. Nice little breakout. It's been really strong. AMPX, same thing. NNE, I don't love this, but over today's high, then you've got 35, and then you've got this recent high. So you kind of have a loose cup and handle going on. OKLO actually broke yesterday's high at one point today before giving a lot of it back. Makes me like NNE a little bit less, right? I made most of this list before the market was even closed, so some of these don't look as good as I thought. MP, massive rip. They actually mentioned this company name to receive funding, and there was a lot of rare earth news. So the rare earths are, it's hard to say, rare earths are all worth watching. MP probably the most important one with that big rip and the company mentioned, right? In that light, I'm going to also watch USAR, which topped out today right over 15. That'll be interesting through 15 tomorrow if that happens. TMC, also another rare earth, nice day today. QNTM, this is a thin stock, but I put it on watch just because it had a nice day. AGAE, also looking pretty good and also a really thin stock. Keep that in mind on those two. XTIA, I don't love it, but you had the big rip yesterday and kind of a quiet inside day today. KWM, bounce play, right? Had this nice 2-day run and then 2 days lower on lower volume, so we're going to treat it like a bounce play. Same thing with Xena. This is a weird chart because every day it gets knocked down and closes below its open, right? So I don't love it, but one of these days, if it triggers as a bounce play, and that's how I'm going to treat it, and you guys know what I look for, but my favorite scenario would be kind of a narrow range most of the day and then an afternoon high of day break, and then you've got a lot of recent highs that are stacked above each other. That this one, you might have shorts being confident in this one because it never seems to go anywhere. But one of these days, if it does, shorts are going to get caught and we could get a nice squeeze. So that's the thinking behind that, and it may never give any kind of setup. UAVS, drone plays are still decent charts, right? And this one's a few days lower, so putting that on bounce watch. GRRR also had a nice run. Doesn't really look like it, but from here, the 18 area to whatever it was, 23 something, and then it's just kind of flagging. I'm going to treat that as a bounce play. Fuel cell, same thing. Big move, a few days lower now. And AGEN, big move, and now 4 days lower down into that buy zone that we like. So that's it. We're going to watch those tomorrow, and we'll add some gappers in the pre-market. Have a great night.